well. So we'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. Let's jump in the chat, see what we got. Uh, mm, Never put Bragg in command of anything. Yeah, I got you. Mm, Get them Yankees. That's what we plan on doing tonight, gentlemen. I can't wait for this one, boys. Let's go ahead. We're going to spend a little bit of time just rehashing our strategy once again. And also, we are going to change things up just a tad. Lee's batteries with these 12-pounder Napoleons. Okay, we're going to actually take these and we're going to put them up right here. Okay, they can look out right here. And then we want to put some more guns. As a matter of fact, let's take those and let's have them be here. That way they can kind of cover the crossing right there. All right, we're going to take Lee's guns. He's going to keep his infantry. And I think if we do that, we'll help just cover this all better. We're going to play defense over here. Okay, this is the flank right here. And then Beauregard is going to kind of try to manage things over here. We'll put these batteries into a detached state. Let's go like that. And then here with this one, let's detach this one. All right. Now Lee won't move them if we move his whole command, right? But we want to get them close to the road. Yeah, Robert E. Lee commanding the Army of the Shenandoah, 4 brigades large. He and Ewell, along with Magruder and Frost, are going to make up a nice flanking column that's going to come across at Sudley Springs and the church. We're going to take this road. We're going to go wide around this flank here on a morning flank march, and we may spend quite a bit of time shaking the army out. We'll get to like here, and we'll kind of form up a little bit with folks. And what we have to hope for is that the Yanks don't come at us right here at the Stonebridge. We may have a battle on our hands if that is the case. We do not have much in the way of cavalry. Jebb's cavalry has not arrived yet. We have Field over here who we could go ahead and deploy on the flank right there. Go ahead, dismount in loose formation on the flank there. Boom. We don't, yeah, okay. I don't like being right on the stream sometimes, so we can do that right there. Bingo. Hit him on the end. Yeah, that's right. Hit him on the end. Give him the skier. Put the skier in him. Give him the skier. Right? I guess we'll keep the cav within the divisions here as well as the artillery. But I am thinking over here at Henry House Hill. Again, detailed deployments, gentlemen. We take this stuff fairly seriously. I do want to make it. There's a certain aesthetic. There's a certain aesthetic that I just have to go for when I'm doing this. But this, the engineer looks at this and goes, okay, well, maybe we could have a battery looking right down that road, huh? Let's think about that. What's Ewell got with him? 24-pound howitzers would be fine to detach, although those would be good as close support. So we'll keep those 24-pound howitzers. Okay, 12-pound howitzers will detach from Magruder's division, and instead we'll position here. 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 Boom. All right. They won't be looking over the edge, but they are howitzers, so they will be able to open fire down that way. Okay. Not there. Okay, what if we did that? Okay, obviously we can't quite see there. That's... Is it because we're standing up right here? What if we laid down? There we go. All right, that'll work better. I like that better. All right, so that is another detached battery. I'm trying to kind of just balance out the guns that we have defending the position over on the right side. Another 12-pound howitzer battery. Let's do it. Detach them. All right, and then there'll be a little defense in depth along the roadway back in the rear if we need to form another defensive line here. then we will rely on them. And then we have our flanking column over here. After this battle, yeah, I think that's an interesting question. I want to get to that. I don't want to speak too soon about all that. But if we manage a victory here and do well, I'll be really interested to explore. First of all, we'll probably spend a lot of time on stream after this battle doing accolades, doing a little flavor work with the Army of Virginia and the Army of the Shenandoah, campaign planning. If we manage to get out of here rather bloodlessly and intact with an army that can still move and fight, we'll start doing some campaign planning for that army. I'm really interested in those iron mines in Maryland. Straight up, yo. All right, so now the orders are all going to come out from Beauregard. So we're going to have to make sure we do this in a proper order. We're going to send the order to Lee first, but he doesn't take orders from Beauregard. Lee will just get moving, okay? So he will be the first, and what we'll end up doing is likely deploying him, starting by deploying him up this way, and then we'll order Ewell next, and then we'll order Frost, and then we'll order Magruder. All right? We are at 0600 on July. I'm sorry, this is August the 3rd. I lied on the thumbnail, by God. We're going to have to fix that for the VOD. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody who's in right now. Apologize for that. That's a little bit of a mess up on my part. Pretend that it's mid-July. We did get through a whole lot of July just on the campaign map, so there is that. Let's go ahead and push play right here. Oh, I tell you what. First things first. I'm all over the place here. Well caffeinated. Let's silence these guns for the time being. Okay. Let's just chill over here, huh? Let's just chill for just a bit. We're not going to stir up any trouble just yet with these boys. Okay. Longstreet's guns be the reserve battery here. Maybe they'll come into play. All right, here we go. Push and play. Bingo. Okay, Lee gets the first order. And this is all Benjamin McCulloch's troops and Army-attached troops, reserve troops holding over here. Lee gets his order. He will first go here. That's just to get him on this road and guarantee that he goes on this road up this way. That's what that's for. And we're going to let him get moving a little bit. Bingo. Beauregard, let's see here. He'll end up sending orders quite a long way to these guys, but that'll be fine. The other thing was I do want to try to RP a little bit and make sure I'm defending the Warrenton Turnpike because it is my link to the off-map area for my supply. I would say we could... Ooh. Oh, would you look at this? They get some reinforcements down here, it looks like. Ooh, I didn't see that earlier. Oh, that's interesting. They have two armies. I'm not sure this one. I think it's here. That makes me worry about that flank a little bit. Let's take Field and let's just send him out. Let's go. And let's have him mount up as he goes out there. Go. Bingo! Wilson Raiders in with a $5 donation and super chat. Thank you, sir. What do you have to say tonight, my friend? Cigars and black powder fund. You got it. Yeah, absolutely. I know. We got to light the cigar. Problem is, I'm smoking inside. And, yeah, I guess I can open a window nearby. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I don't want to fill the room with cigar smoke. I got a dog here. Oh, by the way. Oh, my goodness. Hazel, where are you? We do have to bring the channel mascot on and let you meet her again. For those who haven't met her before, let's bring Ewell on up, just like that. All right. And then we'll go ahead and put the order out for Frost. Frost is going to just gather here on the island for now. And I'm actually going to hold on to Magruder for just a hot minute until I find out from Field what in the hell is going on over this way. If there is anything going on over this way, which I believe Manassas Sudley Road may be the direction there'd be bad guys coming from. So let's go ahead. Boom. Let's double time out there. Go, go. Very good. Very good. Ah, marching to the fife and drum in the early morn. Yes, gentlemen. These Rebs ready for a fight. Make our flanking march. I wonder, and I suspect anyway, that the Rebs, the Yankees rather, can probably see much of this in the dust clouds. I suspect anyway. I don't know that for sure. Here goes Ewell. Good man, good man. Okay, I don't see them up here, right? It's a little concerning. A little bit. We are not able to put skirmishers out because we don't have enough men. Yep, got it. These boys, some skirmishers out. These boys, do the same right here. All across the line, gentlemen. All across the line. Let's go ahead and let's get across and take a little look-see, huh? Just try to take a little look-see across the way as the slow burn in the battle begins. Ah, boys, let's go. Let's go look at this ford right here. Have some backup. Here goes Field. Got our flanking column underway. Good. Frost getting his orders. Beauregard now is going to place himself at Sudley Church. And then McCulloch is going to be more centrally located here. Kind of more right there. That way he can get orders out to everybody. I do like a lot of time playing in this map mode. Can't lie about that. So it's a nice little surprise. Right, it's my mistake. I didn't do a thorough enough job at looking at the battlefield. My suspicion is that they've got everybody over here in one big long line like this. But since they have this, I'm not too sure. And let's go ahead and give Field the order to come all the way here. Bingo. Oh, Fort Pickett, you think? Fort Pickett, Wilson, I think that's a good idea. Pickett died in our campaign already. Rip. Rip. We suspect they're over here. Come on, let's go. Let's go take a look, shall we? Come on, boys. Let's go take a look-see in these woods. I mean, they have the victory point, right? So they got to be up there somewhere. Of course, we're going to be flanking them. Column looks good. Let's go ahead and bring it to 2-time. There they are. Found them. Okay. So they see us. All right. So our skirmisher units here may end up doing a good job keeping their intention over this way. That is one army, though. So again, I'm still honestly a little nervous about what might be over here. I'm going to take Magruder, and I think we'll position him here on Henry House Hill, like so. And we will reduce the strength of the flanking column by just a little bit. And we're going to try to just cover this road a little better. We got field out here. I'd say once I know that I'm good on my right flank, I'll probably feel a little bit better about taking Ewell and redirecting him back to the original plan. But I suspect the main brunt of the battle will be fought. Plan would be deploy in these woods here, drive Lee, double line, Ewell, double line, Frost, reserve, and just drive through the woods. Farm is the objective. Warrenton Turnpike, the crossroad right there, too. If they'll let us. If they'll let us. Yeah, I don't think they're over here. I'm going to go ahead and get field over here, and I'm just going to take that. Is what I think I'm going to do. Okay, Frost getting himself set there. Fine. Now, Lee is going to send new orders out to his troops, and we're going to get them formed up right here. Ah, shit. Except we're going to take the wrong road. All right, we're going to have to live with it. That may alert them to what we're doing. Tough to say, but we're going to have to live with it. Okay, Ewell, we're going to wait till he gets here so that he takes the right road. And then with Frost, we'll send orders to go ahead and get him moving like to here so that he takes the right road. Always got to get guys going the right way. Major consequential battle here, gentlemen. Can we sneak around the Yankee flank? The Yankee flanky. That's me. Yeah. Got that mason jar and a beer tonight. Okay, Ewell's up. Skirmishers are out here. Field is still getting his orders. Yeah, this is the only location that's like on our side of the river that I'm concerned about right there. If we can clear that, take Magruder and we'll fold him around, and he'll be a reserve that's kind of over here. And we may drive him down, say, this road, and then form him up here and drive him there. He may be a late addition to the flanking fight out here. All right, Ewell. Okay, I want you, my man. I want you to go here. And yeah, these guys are going to come across the open field right here. Fine. Frost will be the only one that takes the right road, but he is the reserve brigade. And 2 of Lee's brigades took the right road, so there is that. Let's go ahead and have this brigade get here. Let's have these skirmishers go ahead and reposition. Let's lay these boys down. Here 2. Here 3. And here as well. Koch's brigade. That used to be Walton, I think. He's Walton's now a division commander somewhere. Can't quite remember. Hood needs to come out on the flank, I do believe. Let's bring him out to that crossroad right there. Okay. Yep. Didn't need to worry about it. Field comes down to this crossroad or comes back. All right. And Magruder minus Hood, I'd say. Although, no. We'll countermarch everybody. Magruder will come back just like where Frost did as a staging area right there. Countermarch, gentlemen. Sorry to frustrate you. Let's have Cooper. He's good where he is. Yeah, he's good where he is. Fantastic. You can always, a lot of times. Here's something that I may do. Frankly, I would pitch this one to you guys. It is sometimes what I like to try as well in these battles to kind of give it more plausibility, I'd say, is to roll through a whole day, get my army set up everywhere, and then roll through a whole day, go through a deployment segment, push play, and see where they decide to then adjust their deployment. And sometimes it's intuitive and they change up and they'll have some here and then some facing this way. It has happened. I have seen it in my Union campaign. The Rebs did it and the Reb AI. So it absolutely can be done. Beauregard, I think, will come to here now. And soon enough, Frost, I think, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start detaching these division commanders from the army. Right there and there. Magruder will stay attached for now. Boom. Mm. 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 You got it right. Yeah, I think you go. I'm not doing Poplar forward with him. I'm going Sudley forward with him. And then I'm going to bring him that way. If it gets hairy, I feel like bringing him across further to the rear. I'm more comfortable doing that, I think. Again, and that's not even considering the idea that we wait a whole day and let the AI do something, redeploy itself somehow. Probably not a popular idea. I can certainly agree. Mm. So we'll deploy out here. We'll get Frost here. And then we'll end up putting him in single line there. Okay, once Lee is deployed out with the Army of the Shenandoah and his 4 brigades, they'll just come straight here, kind of right up in here. Okay, and we'll just deploy there. We'll get Ewell, we'll fit him in properly and have Frost fit in properly as well. And we'll have, of course, to make sure that we don't do roads or cover for any of the troops as they move forward. Here we go, Armstrong's cavalry unit. Little detachment there that we can have support our morale. Here's Magruder on the move, gentlemen. Here we go. Some proud troops under S.D. Lee. A little tired. They've been marching, counter-marching a little bit today. We got here Trapier's brigade. They are exhausted already. So they'll have to wait anyway. Hood's cavalry. And Early's brigade. Magruder was a big contributor in our last big battle up at Winchester against these Union armies. Here we go. Lee, don't you worry about covering the roads, boys. Just move forward. Dunk. Thank you. Thank you, boys. Jackson's missing out on this. Yep. For those who are new to the campaign, a travesty did occur in our very first battle, right along the Rappahannock River outside Fredericksburg. Jackson's brigade was sent in early in the battle. We thought they'd do well. They did not. And Jackson got himself wounded within the first hour of the fight, if you can believe it. So, yeah, we get Magruder there. Good. Okay, Frost is about where he needs to be. We'll get him there. We'll get him there. That'll be good. And we'll gobble him up. We'll try to gobble him up here. Let's go ×2 again. That's the way the battles would work. You'd have a period, where both armies know that the other one is in the area. You'd have pickets out, scouts out, keep an eye on each other's lines, right? That's kind of the status that we're in now. Neither side ready to make. It's like two fighters, circling each other. But boy, oh boy, the Yankees, they got a storm coming. I'll tell you what, they don't even know yet. Yeah, I got some big brigades back there, though. Holy smokes. See, our problem is likely to be in the midst of this attack. So what we're going to have to do is probably we're going to have to allow for our AI generals to handle the artillery in particular, because I think they know better where it should be placed, given that the AI, I think, has a more intimate knowledge of the little nooks and crannies of the terrain features everywhere. So I think we may let them micro their own artillery so that we can get that placed optimally for the attack. I think that'll be the tactic going forward. Yes, welcoming Ark in. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome. Again, they've got two armies here. My guess would be that there's another one stacked, like right here, possibly. It would turn to face, most likely. Let's see what we get, gentlemen. Let's see what we get. Go right there. And maybe we have to adjust. Low cohesion here. Let's go ahead and lay down. See, when they get all jumbled up like that, that's an indicator that their cohesion is not that good. See, it says good, but less than optimal. That's the way I'd put that, I guess. All right, we got Lee's troops out. Let's go ahead and get skirmishers deployed. And we'll hang on to our skirmishers out on the edge here with Haygood. First battle for the Army of the Shenandoah, by the way. I think we're also up against a Green Army of the Potomac. That's important to mention. Ewell, let's get him situated a little differently there. Frost comes to the crossroad here. Bingo, bango. Magruder, get on the road to the red farm here. And Magruder will be pretty tired. He'll probably have to rest right here. But he's the, he's kind of the hinge. Attack, 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 hinge. Pretty cool looking map view right there. That's one thing I love this game for. It reminds me of the old history books, right? The maps in the old history books. I think it's up in the air. Okay, they've got more here. Okay. So they've got a really good, I think they've got 1, 2, 3, and then maybe even 4 divisions. But I think it's definitely 1, 2, and 3, and then maybe the other army here. Hard to say. Hard to say for sure. All right, we'll go 5 times real quick. Bang, bang, boom. At nearly 10 a.m. now, started at 0600. After we make these moves, we'll chill for just a minute, give our troops a chance to rest after this long march. Not too long, but decently long flanking march. These guys are well rested now. Okay, well rested now and rested. So now it's all just going to be up to timing. We need to rest Frost's troops. Oh, very tired. Yep. Same here. Disrupted and exhausted here. So Frost, as the reserve division, will get to rest. As will Magruder. Rebs thick as fleas in them woods, damn. Okay, Frost next gets himself into line. Now, as I understand it, I guess anyway, even though I'm detached, I still have to get orders, or no? No, okay, I guess I don't. I don't know. I can't quite tell. I can't quite tell. Anybody in the chat wants to talk about that? Detached. It doesn't quite work the way that I thought it should in the game, and it kind of never has. And so I've been, wanting to bring Beauregard over to a place like the Red Hill Farm, which I will do, so that he's closer to the flanking column, and it won't take as long for his orders to get there, right? We got some fireworks going on outside. Just past 11 a.m. in the battle. Watching as Magruder's troops file in. I think I would like, before I kick this thing off for real, is to get Magruder kind of, I think I might even get him here, right along this area here. So one more advance, buckaroo, right to there. And hopefully not everybody resorts to the road over there. All right, we'll have to see how this goes, gentlemen. Okay, Lee and his troops are going to be pretty well rested. Frost is shaking his boys out into a line. Good, good, good. Hawes cavalry is going to detach and deploy here. He will advance with Lee's troops and offer an extra little morale buff. Little trick there, guys. Little trick. Just like in Napoleonic combat, having cavalry right back there is a morale booster for a number of reasons. Number one, it's neat having the cavalry nearby. You know they're there on their horses. It could countercharge if the guys come and break you. That feels good. The other one is, if you turn and run, pretty easy to send off a little detachment of cavalrymen to come scoop you up and get you back into the shit. So it boosted your morale to stay put that way too. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. On the okay, Arc. Thank you for that. So if I were to move Beauregard as a whole army and right-click somewhere to form up, then a detached division just won't do that. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, and you can see the attack forming up right here. It's looking pretty good. Let's have Lee at. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get this thing moving at 1 p.m. We're going to have him come all the way down here onto the rear of the enemy position. We will do it at 1 p.m. Okay. Ewell will step off at 1 p.m. headed this way. Okay. Boom. Okay. Frost and Magruder hang tight for now. Frost moves, say, to here at 1. Okay. Let's go. Bingo. All right. And Magruder is just going to sit tight. All right. We'll have a heavy infantry attack on this side. Once they get moving and as they get closer, I will then start putting them into their AI stances that I want them to have. And we'll take things from there. Also, Hawes needs to go up with these boys too, right? So Lee is going there. So we'll have Hawes come up behind him right here at 1 o'clock. Bing, boom, boom, doo, doo, doo. It all steps off at 1300 hours, boys. Over here on the flank. Let's go. See what you got in the chat. Kind of, yeah. Like the Cav are kind of like, yeah, they're back there. They're back there offering the services that Cav offers for the frontline men. You know what I'm saying? The proper reinforcement, the proper motivations. Those guys with sabers on swords are pretty daunting, scary dudes when they want to be. Here we go. ×5 all the way to 1 o'clock. We got this attack planned out pretty well, I'd say. Now time to execute. 3 divisions moving in, 2 smashing the flank right away. And we're going to see how well this goes. Get Magruder ready over here. I'm sure they see him. Wouldn't be surprised at all. We'll back it up to 2 times just in case they start making a move, you know? So 1, 2, 3 divisions is what that looks like. I bet you they got a 3rd brigade here, 3rd brigade there. Still really wondering where their other army is. It might be back here. Oh, here comes Hawes. He didn't go at 1 like we wanted him to. He went before that. Okay, that's funny. Good job. Good job. Good job, man. And we'll be getting going here shortly, gents. Here we go. Let the fife and drum play. Actually, we should just continue advancing quietly. I think we could probably bring the skirmishers forward here. Oh, they're going to move with the brigades. That's fine. That works good for me. So again, as we get close, that is when we will... Okay. Shit. We forgot to tell our brigades not to worry about the roads here, but that's fine. It's fine. What we'll do is we'll just take the AI off of these guys. That way when they get up there, they don't start a big fight. We'll keep the AI on all these guys because I'm going to want them attacking down around behind Grigsby's farm right here. Okay, so you see, the AI is doing the same thing that I want to do. See, they've got their cav here to help boost the morale of these troops here. They've got their artillery on the flank. Could work for them. Ewell should, I think Ewell's going to roll this up pretty well, along with Magruder. Once Ewell kind of makes contact here and we start to see this thing roll, Magruder's going to hit it. And then I think we'll be on our way to a victory. I think we shall see. I'm still wondering. They do have more troops out there somewhere. Like I say, I want to believe that they had another army listed. Let's just double check this. Let's go ahead and go to the strength report. Yeah, they've got 31,000 troops out here. Total of 32,000. And I'll tell you something. That ain't 32,000 troops right there. No way. So they've got more somewhere. I just don't know where. I'm worried a little bit that they're over here. But that's kind of what Frost is for. So we'll just have to see. Hey, okay. I will release the RDS. Let's go ahead. Let's let them fire at will. I don't think they can see anybody yet, but we'll go ahead and let them open up if they want from these positions. They just probably won't be able to reach any of the Yankee lines over here just yet. That's the other piece is if things are going really well here, likely cross and attack from this direction. The thing is if we catch them on the flank and we start rolling them up, the best time to attack from here will be when they try to change facing to address the attack that's coming their way from here. And now we got these guys taking the road when I told them not to. So, I guess it doesn't always work out. Initially, I was worried that they had this flank over here on me, that their other army was here. It's just, I think that modicum of don't split your army when you're outnumbered. I think the AI knows about that. I want to believe anyway. Reminder for everybody who's watching tonight, this is Alternate History Gaming. I am Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host. And don't forget to click the thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel. It's also, free, so consider that. But also, check the description below. I wanted to take a moment to talk just a second about that. I write a lot of lore around the streams that I do here. You can tell I'm kind of writing a story around our CSA playthrough in Grand Tactician here. And I would love it if you check that out because also you'll see a link to become a member if you've been subscribed a while and you want to be a little more special here at Alternate History Gaming. You can contribute as much as $2 or maybe $5 a month to our efforts. And I certainly appreciate it if you go ahead and do that. We've got new members joining every week. And it's a thrill to have you guys all piling into the club, as we say. That $5 membership is the one for you. I'm telling you, if you like 19th century black powder gameplay, I've got all kinds of stuff for you if you join at that $5 level. I'll let you figure out the rest when you do it. Okay? I'm pretty sure that we're gonna let this flank attack develop first. Let's have Lee on a double quick there. Okay, and then once he gets out here, I'm going to get his troops there, right? And then we're going to decide, then we're going to give him his AI orders. His skirmishers probably will make contact over here. These boys need to dismount and lay down. Boomski. Hey, what can I say, man? That's Chiefs fan for life. Not a bandwagon guy, all right? Born there, raised there. Chiefs fan through the years where we would embarrass ourselves, lose in embarrassing fashion at home in the playoffs, year after year after year after year after year. And now, oh, I pinch myself every day. Every day. Older millennial Chiefs fan. We lived through, you don't even know. You don't even know. Saints fans know a little bit. Saints fans know about it a little bit. A little bit. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let's go. Come on, double time, Lee. Speed it up. You got to love it when you're just kind of queuing it up. They don't even know you're over here yet. I mean, they got to know. I guess we're not making any dust. Let's go. Let's make our presence known. Go. Attack. Here we go. Skirmishers are going to light it up. We're going to hit the battery right here. All right. And then Ewell, he is going to get his assault order. Lee is going to get his assault order. Bingo. And then we're going to let those two divisions just go to work. We're going to let them go to work for a good minute and then probably release Magruder right up there. First things first, just so we got to make sure we do this right. Magruder is going to get the don't worry about roads and don't worry about cover command. Yeah, Phil, we do have an issue. Sorry to say. Fuck you, bro, and your team. We don't even keep it friendly, Chiefs and Raiders. All right, Greg is in contact right here. His skirmishers have come up against this battery. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job. Springfield rifled musket equipped. Fantastic. And we're looking good. We're in it now, gentlemen. We're in it now. We're in it now, boys. Let's have these skirmishers come on. Run. I'm telling you, now, the Union, I think, does suffer, the Union AI. Unlike the Rebel AI, I think the Union AI suffers from a fair degree of the generals being of lesser quality. I think that the AI doesn't maybe intuitively react as well, do as much, operate as up. What was that? Duh, shit. We got a problem, boys. Okay. So this makes this fun. This makes this. I knew they were somewhere out there. This is the Army of Northeastern Virginia. This is what's left of them. All right. So now we have a battle, gentlemen. So Magruder changes his plan. Maybe. Oh, son of a bitch. These guys need to get some skirmishers out. Okay, these guys all need to get some skirmishers out. Let's go. I knew that there was a chance they might be flanking over here. I said that. Frost Division will have his hands full over here. Let's go ahead. Let's get him in action here. Boom, boom. Get the skirmishers out. Go. Otherwise, the division will be waiting to try to get itself into formation. We got to engage before they fold us. Here they go. All right, so they're going to move forward over here, looks like. I got Ewell doing a whole bunch of nothing right now. I guess maybe he's going to let Lee do most of the work over this way. Again, you got Lee over here that's going to move one of these brigades here. I don't love it. I guess we'll do 2-rank fire here is what we're going to do. Let's get up here. Let's go. Okay, he's going to go this way with it and this way with it. Okay. Not a huge fan of this, but you got Ewell now going to push forward a little bit. And we're just going to fold him up right here. And up closer over to Oak Hill. Now we've got the Yankee flank. The Yank flank assault. Let's go, boys. Run there. Let's go, boys. Run there. Woo! Yes, sir. I'm telling you, the AI in this game is not completely stupid. It's pretty stupid plenty of the time, but it is not completely stupid. Here they come. They're going to pressure us over here, and the battle is on, boys. The battle is on. Okay, we need to double time with you. Go. We need to double time with you. And then we need Frost to get on a screen command. And then we need Magruder to get himself up here. Go. Okay, we just got to fold here. Okay, these batteries have been taken care of. Fantastic. Let's run some of these boys out to grab them. And we'll just blast there. We'll risk it. Okay. Flank the flankers, boys. Flank the flankers. Woo! They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 brigades up here. Come on. Get moving. We're waiting to get lined up over here, I guess. We're waiting to get lined up over here as well. And then we're going to improve cohesion a little bit. And then get moving, I guess. The assault underway on the flank right here. Greg. Wow. Interesting. Okay. They're going to come. I think they're going to try and come at us here, so... Oh, it may be time for us to put a little pressure on over this way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get wild and crazy. We're going to roll some artillery out. Here. And here. We're going to take D.H. Hill's brigade and put them on the stream. We're going to take Koch's brigade and bring it out here. And We'll take these skirmishers and bring them here. We're going to get wild and crazy. Cooper's brigade is also going to file in just across the bridge right here. Longstreet's artillery is going to come... Nope. Longstreet's artillery is going to come right there. And we got ourselves a battle, gentlemen. Excellent. Okay, we flanked them now. They're in a little bit of trouble. Ewell is on the attack. Very well. So I want to take the AI, okay, off of this. Let's go ahead and give it back. We're going to give this brigade back, and we're going to keep control of these two right here. Oh, that one's got AI. Let's go ahead and give this one back too. Let's see how Ewell does over here. You can see us bending the flank over this way. But they're putting brigades in position to counter us. We got more moving on the flank over this way. Lee's troops from the Army of Shenandoah look like they're putting on some good hurt over here. Can we get some more skirmishers out? We cannot. And we're pulling back with D.R. Jones' troops. He's facing a pretty heavy assault on this side. That's Ewell's division troops. Let's go ahead and try to get Breckinridge involved. We've got ourselves a really nasty looking fight all through this hillside area here. The Yankees going to put pressure on. Boys, double time it. You're doing it? Okay, good. How about you limber up? You'll be able to go faster that way. All right, let's get skirmishers back out. Okay, they're already out. Good. How about you boys? Can you get skirmishers back out? Do it. Okay, these boys are running back. Fine. You guys need to double quick. They're exhausted, though. Shoot. Okay, well rested here. Rested here. Let's get their skirmishers back and get them back out again. All right? So we'll have a line to form against this attack here, and we'll have a massive fight on this ridge. Up this way, this hilltop and this ridge. You got D.R. Jones going to pull all the way back, it looks like, as this attack materializes more. We're going to take Trapier's brigade, and we are going to take off its AI, and then we're going to pull it right here. And we're going to call that a retreat move. That's how you kind of... You jigger that so that it'll do what you want it to do when you want it to do it. If you manage that, that's how you do that. All right. We're bringing people across. Good. I think these guns have to stay where they are. If they want to swing down this way, they'll have to worry about my artillery positions here, but otherwise we're gonna have a big old infantry fight up here. Ooh, they brought some guns up. Get them. God, these guys are exhausted. Guns are exhausted. The two infantry brigades under Donaldson with his Mississippi rifles. Let's go ahead and let's get him in the action right here. We got Springfield muskets with Withers brigade. Not the best. That's why. So with these units that have crappy guns, okay, with them, you can still manage with them by using their skirmishers. Okay, one of these days in one of these battles, I want to try to help demonstrate this tactic, which is you help use the skirmishers to get out in front of the brigade to protect the main brigade line and keep their cohesion high, maybe keep it laid down in the rear. Use those skirmishers to get closer, okay, and then you're pulling your brigade in behind them real close, maybe lay down again, and then stand up, let the skirmishers lay down, and then boom, you've got your Springfield muskets or your mixed muskets in medium to close range and where they can actually do some damage. And that way, instead of just running a line straight into the hellfire and having to take a ton of casualties moving forward into range, you're using your skirmishers a little bit to help bring everybody into combat range. So See, these guys are going to fall back. Here we go. Ewell's finally doing things. Breckinridge gets in the action. Doing good over here. He's got his mixed muskets. Let's get skirmishers out for him. He's too close to the enemy. Can't do it. Okay. All right, D.R. Jones continues his fallback. Looks like he got scared out. Firing long range with Mississippi rifles here in Wilcox. Let's go ahead and advance with him. Let's take the AI over for Gladden's brigade. Let's bring him into a assault column, and let's get him out here. And let's call it a retreat order. Let's take Garnett, and we're going to go ahead and bring him here. Call it a retreat. Garnett, you're not in the right spot, my man. And then you've got Haygood's brigade, who is going to go here in a retreat order. We're going to take AI off of these guys for right now. They're not going to follow Lee's command because for whatever... Yep, so Lee is going to send them back over there. I don't want that, buddy. I want him over this way. I want them to wrap this way. I don't want them to all stack up in here. It's not what I want. They almost treat it like it's regimental level tactics and with brigades, and really it wasn't. One brigade lined up against one brigade, flanked with one brigade, of one brigade of red. They ended up fighting in line anyway. They would start in double line and then shake out into line a lot of the time. No, here you go. Oh, shit. Oh, they've got some gray-clad troops in here. Ooh, interesting. Okay, they've got 2 divisions here that are left over from the old Army of Northeastern Virginia. Let's take Trapier, and let's bring him forward to attack. Right here. And let's make sure he engages at the right distance. Let's go ahead and do it like that. Cancel that. We'll just go in. Fine. We'll just go in. Let's give the AI back to the artillery. Oh, they've got it. Okay. We're pulling back with Breckinridge. He's unstable. D.R. Jones pulling back. Let's go ahead and get Breckinridge all the way back. Never mind. We're not going to do it that way. We are coming up with our Mississippi rifles. Fantastic. Okay, Lee is not going to allow this move with Haygood, I guess. Boom. Okay, Gladden. Let's bring him out to here. No. No. Let's go face this way, my man. There you go. Head on out there. Okay, Armstrong's cavalry. Get out of there. Trapier is in. Breckinridge breaks. D.R. Jones needs to get himself forward a little bit more. Things are not progressing quite like I'd hoped over here. That is for sure. We've got 2 divisions of Yankees in the woods over this way. The battle rages on. We're going to have to figure out something. We're going to have to... What the heck is that? Get out of here. We're going to have to figure out something to deal with this situation. Armstrong heads back. Good. Okay, fine. Breckinridge. Is that a lost resilience route? It is not. He will be back. Thank goodness. These Mississippi rifles here. Let's get skirmishers out from them. Here too. Okay, here we go, boys. Here we go, boys. Yeah, a lot of Southern generals who were from the North, and I think it was actually vice versa, too. All right, here's Donaldson. Let's get some skirmishers out for him. let's get faced the right way here. They're very tired. We do have cannons here. And Frost, able to hang tough. We could probably go ahead and counterattack with Magruder. Here's the issue. Our army is going to have a tough time, it would appear anyway, taking the objective. We need to push this division out of here. We need to flank it and push it. Here they come with a little dismounted cavalry up front. Very good. Send your skirmishers forward. Send your skirmishers forward. Or not. Actually. Okay, yeah, they're doing the smart thing. Wilcox with his Mississippi rifles ain't going to let some dismounted cavalry drive him back. Gregg's brigade under heavy pressure from this charging brigade under Sweeney, and they let loose with a nasty volley. Woo! 163 down after that one. Thankfully, we got our rifled muskets. Okay, see, here we go. Lee is going to redirect Gladden. No, sir, no. You boys just chill. You boys lay down. Open fire from behind. Oh, couldn't do it. Okay. Okay, Lee is wanting to push these troops out this way. He's wanting to push these troops out this way. Okay, Garnett, he's going to let come out this way. Hawes, come out on the flank, my man. We're going to try to keep it kind of realistic. We RP around here. All right, let's go ahead and get skirmishers out with Magruder's troops. SD Lee's brigade. We'll build a line over here. This is a line of defense more than anything. 2 divisions up there. I think we take McCulloch's division here with Reynolds' brigade. We got his skirmishers out. Let's go ahead and move his skirmishers up. Let's go ahead and do the same with these boys and these guys here too. We got a picket line right there. We don't have the numbers to just attack up the slope at those guys in the woods. Where we still have the numbers in a vicious fight is on this part of the Union line. Ooh, boys. Okay, we're 2-1 on this guy. We're looking pretty good, although Gregg's taking heavy casualties, it says. Okay. Trapier, why don't you get into range, my man? Alright, so let's use this as an example. Oh, no, he's too close. He can't. So I wanted to try to use that as an example of the whole skirmishers working. So now he takes some nasty fire as he gets himself into range. 2,200 troops that will now open up. These guys did pretty well. I don't think these guys got too involved in the battle at Winchester before. But here we go. Let's go ahead and have these boys swing around. Start shooting over this way. Let's have these boys put skirmishers back out when they can. You know, concentrated artillery fire over this way would not be a bad idea, I'll tell you that. 24-pound howitzers, too. Here's the issue. I'm not sure we can see them down there. Let's get on the road and let's bring these 24-pounders out right here. These are 24-pound howitzers. Let's go here. And how about here? 24-pound howitzers. Let's go right here. Okay, we're going to just set some guns up, hopefully in a position to bombard right down on there. And we'll just use up ammo. Screw it. Broke him. Sweeney is broken. Fantastic. Okay, next up is this brigade. We're going to drive them. Wilcox and our Mississippi rifles. Let's go. Yee, yee! Yee, yee! Okay, we got to start the recording a little bit here. We're going to have to get a refill on the drink, too. All right. I think we might have him here. Yeah, these boys are in trouble. They're going to lay down. Shh. That ain't going to help you. Greg's brigade. Old Maxie. Let's go ahead and bring them out right here, huh? Charge move there. Go. All right. Garnett. He's going to come all the way around the rear. Or try. And go right there. And then we're going to have Hawes and his blue-clad gentleman come right around the flank here. And we will slice between these two Union forces right here. D.R. Jones. Not exactly exemplary today, but good enough, I guess. Let's push him out over this way. Or try. Let's have these cannon jump up here. See, I was trying to trust my AI commanders to move the guns around a little bit better for me, but I don't think they were able to do it. Here we go. 24-pounders open up. Bingo. McCown's battery. Let's go. Put the hurt on them, gentlemen. Let's move a little closer, huh? Let's move a little closer, huh? All right, they're not going to do it. All right. Let's go ahead and limber up with this one. Oh, they're already limbered up. Very good, very good. All right, very good. Let's get the skirmishers down here involved a little bit more. We're gonna fight this battlefront a little more over here. This is, I think, over here we're really just in the artillery killing Yanks business for the time being. Let's get this cavalry positioned in where it will do a little bit more good. Right there. Fantastic, gentlemen. Okay, we're up with our skirmishers on this end. Let's go ahead and actually bring some freaking pain. Boom. Boom. And Blomsky. Okay, reverse slope of the troops. Here. Ooh, more fireworks. And Reynolds in the woods right there. Go. That's McCulloch's troops. Cooper goes forward there. Hill. Koch goes forward there. Hill comes forward here. And I think we may have him here. Woo, these boys go to ground right here. Oh, fantastic. Let's go ahead and jump on these guns, shall we? Let's do it. Garnett's on the move. Fantastic. The Army of the Shenandoah. Contributing mightily to our success here, it would appear. Mightily, I say. Finally getting over here with another battery. Where is the last one? Okay, here they come. Are they limbered up? Yep. Go, go, go. Let's go double time, gentlemen. Okay, skirmishers are now involved over here with the Yankees flank attack. The Yankee flanky. Skirmishers out right there. Good. Now, we should be able to stand our ground up on this side. Okay, they're going to fall back. Let's get skirmishers out here. Wilcox shooting out of the trees with those Mississippi rifles. That's a problem for them Yankees, boys. Okay, we get on the flank here. Good. Yes, sir. Get on those guns right there, boys. Double time. All right, now you boys. Change facing. Open fire. See, okay, now they got their skirmishers out. We've got ours out. We're going to bring the brigade behind them, closer, forward. Wait, I don't like, it's not straight enough. Right there. All right, and they'll march forward behind the skirmishers. They're going to form their column and get out of here. All right. Boy, I sure am all right with that. D.R. Jones still trying to get a move on there. And there's Breckinridge back. Let's bring him here. He'll complete the line. So the AI flanks the flanker. How about them apples, huh? I mean, I'm honestly a little impressed by it. You know, at least they tried at it, right? They almost had me. It's a good thing that I had Magruder coming over here when I did. Oh, shit. Oh, sheesh. Some of our artillery got lit up making the trek over here. Sheesh. Okay, now we're going to need to bring in skirmishers in exchange for there being... do we have some guns right here? No, those are shells exploding from their artillery. So they, I think, have got some pretty good counter battery fire coming in from down here. Maybe these 24-pound howitzers aren't quite as great as I had thought. Let's go ahead and run back, gentlemen. Skirmishers, run on back. Here I am this whole time talking about how I want to jump up and refill the drink. We're going to go ahead and do it here. We're going to move these boys. Got the rest of the line moving up here, it looks like. We're looking pretty good. Skirmishers here. They'll gather near the Warrenton Turnpike objective, I suspect. But that'll be the next phase of the battle, is to push for final victory over that way. As you can see, Maxie Gregg's brigade's doing it. He's going to give it a try anyway. Let's go ahead. See if we can help him, I guess. Bonk. Go ahead, get in range, boys. Wilcox's brigade continues its punishment of this Union brigade here under Catterson. 2-on-1. Trapier is helping out too. Fantastic. Haygood is being left in reserve, as well as Gladden by General Lee. Okay, so we got a heck of a little Civil War battle right here. Gentlemen, I'm going to push pause for the time being. Right now, coming up on 4:45 p.m. in game, about 3 hours, 45 minutes of combat, or maybe call it 3 hours, 3 hours, 15 minutes in total, realistically. And we've got an interesting little stalemate over this way. Probably going to look at an attack down the ridge in the next phase over at the crossing there. And also looking at a bit of a stalemate here, too. We're going to have to figure out what we want to do with these Yanks over here that are thick as fleas in the woods. We don't have a ton of strength to come at them with. We may have no other choice but to do it. So let's just start moving, guys, and then we'll be back at it here shortly, gentlemen. Of course, thank everybody for being in. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. I'll be back with a little more beer for myself and a little more entertainment for you guys. Stick around. Cheers. All right, that last poster in the chat makes an interesting point. I don't remember what the situation was, honestly, on the campaign map. I don't quite recall. Let's get these guns forward here. And here. Bingo. Opening up from over here. Fantastic. That's going to help us. It's going to help us drive those guys, make them do something. I suspect they may attack here, which wouldn't be the stupidest thing. Routed another enemy brigade. I doubt they'll attack now. D.R. Jones making his move good. Trapier's still fine. He's stable. Let's bring him to the edge of these woods right here if he'll do it. Okay. We got guns up. Fantastic. Wilcox's brigade still rocking and rolling. Maxey over here is going to get busy in the rear of the enemy army. And Hawes can get going with some charging down of routed troops right there. Bingo. Hawes cavalry going to get in the enemy rear area and tear them up, boys. Okay, I would say it ain't going to be long. Here, let's see. God dang it. See, look at this. We are losing artillerymen quite a bit here. We need to go ahead, and I think we need to bring infantry down here, if for no other reason than to give that artillery something else to shoot at. We got to make sure we leave a little bit of a reserve. So we're going to have 3 brigades go forward. We're going to put Frost. Yeah, he's in a screen. Sure. Hopefully he goes with this. Looks like for the time being anyway, he's good with it. They're right down there. They're pretty vulnerable, sitting right down in the water right there. You can see here some of our skirmishers are engaged. We've got some more that we can get engaged here. Let's bring them right there. Go. Boom. Double time, boys. Double time. Guys, I tell you something, man. Oh, man. Don't get me started on how much I wish the very same thing. I see what you guys are talking about there in the chat. All right, cavalry came, did some business, but they got broke. All right, that's fine. I think some guys might have turned around on them. Capturing this objective here. Looks like Greg is just going to go off and do his thing till he breaks. Here goes Wilcox. Here goes Lee with Garnett. Okay, D.R. Jones is making his move still. Ewell is on the assault still. Very well. Let's bring Ewell up here. Good. Lee is coming out with his troops. Very good. Oh, no! No! Hood has fallen. No. Ah. Really? Oh, no. Armstrong, what are you doing? Get back. We have lost one of our better commanders in Hood. Here we go over this way. Yeah, there we go. Get involved. Get involved, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and see if we can get skirmishers out again. Oh, no, that's right. We've got men on artillery guns up here. We've got more that are going to set up here. Good. Okay, so we'll grab these guns back at least, and we'll get them underway. And now we'll have infantry helping to kind of cover our cannon crews. And you got Donaldson with Mississippi rifles, baby. So that is something I wanted to talk briefly about, and that is the idea that I think what I want to do moving forward, since I know that I'm going to have armies that are lacking in quality weapons, we're going to need to go for the Lorenz rifle quick, as soon as we can. I'm probably going to ramp up some diplomacy money so it can help us get there quicker. We've got legacy rifles, but we're only going to be able to make 10,000 of them the rest of 1861. I'm going to be really interested to know how many we can continue to pump out through 1862, but we are absolutely going to order more of them. What I want to do, I think, is in the east, is I want to focus and have at least one brigade each that has either Mississippi rifles or Plains rifles, one of the brigades. And then the other two can have crappy weapons and we can figure it out. But as long as at least one brigade each division has Mississippi rifles or Plains rifles, I feel like we can make it work. Basically, the tactic there would be the Mississippi Rifles Brigade is the center brigade, hopefully, or depending on the tactical situation, is the flank brigade. So at least we have one big unit that can do a whole lot of damage, right? And here we go with this big fight over here on Oak Ridge at the crossing where the flankers tried to flank the flankers and didn't quite work out as planned for those Yanks. They're going to be down there getting waylaid by artillery as our infantry continues its kind of little probing activity, right? And that's really, it's a tactic. Like, you know, you see it on the map, oh, there's a grand attack ordered by the Confederates over on this side of the line. Well, that's not quite true. We're just throwing 3 brigades at the enemy so that their artillery has something else to worry about besides just our artillery and counter battery fire up here. You know, so we just gotta take it all in stride. You guys get a little too eager down here, I would say. Lomax, too, he's going to fall back after moving it forward. Drove off these gun crews. Good. See, that's what I'm talking about. So we drove off these gun crews, drove off these gun crews. I would say we could probably go ahead and pull all the way back. But Frost wants to keep them out there. How about that? Could be a concern. Here we go, running up against Couch's brigade. Here in the center, and I think we might have broke them already. Here we got Greg's brigade on the objective, hanging it in, or holding on to it for us. Beautiful. Got some Union troops that turned around. I would say now is the time. Late day action. Let's grab the skirmishers first. And we're going to run across, and we're going to open up first the skirmishers, then we're going to get this brigade in the woods. We're going to launch here. Go get them. This brigade through the field here. Good. And this brigade right in through here. Fantastic. These skirmishers are going to go ahead. Just get into the woods right here. It's the plan anyway. Yeah, no Stonewall, unfortunately. Yeah, B Jr. is still alive. Here's Armstrong again. Get out of here, bro. Blunt's guns are killing him. Greg's brigade breaks. Yeah, he got in too far. Took a lot of casualties there. Finally broke. He'll go back to Lee. And we captured some of the Yankee guns. Fantastic. Let's get off of Bombard, please. Okay. And let's go up here. Let's hit them. Okay, we're passing about 5:45 p.m. here in game. The battle day wears on. August 3rd, 1861. Sorry I lied in my thumbnail for the stream, by the way. I'll have to fix that on the VOD. But this being the Battle of Alexandria in game. Again, I don't quite recall where we were on the campaign map, which, you know, ended up situating all the troops for the Union and us where we did. Here we go. Lomax broken, but not a lost resilience route. Withers is going to pull back. He'll end up breaking, I suspect. And now the Union may take its opportunity to come up this side. We need Early to come down, and we need S.D. Lee to come over here if we can get him there. Donaldson with his Mississippi rifles. John Bell Hood, KIA. I don't know how he got shot up here. Now, this is a place where I think we're going to have to hope for nightfall. Hawes is rallying. SD Lee's on the move. Good. Okay, we need Magruder. We need him up here with his men. The late evening fighting over here at the crossroads could be trouble, or at the crossing. All right, brought guns up. They're pummeling these boys. Skirmishers are engaged now. In the woods. New brigades coming up. Skirmishers got engaged close. This is D.H. Hill. Armstrong losing men. Armstrong whipped. Armstrong wounded. See, he kept getting himself in trouble up here. All right, routed Couch. Or Cooch, I do believe is how you say it. We got to keep pushing, gentlemen, into the evening hours. The battle continues. Keep pushing to the objective, by God. To the objective. Into the woods. Into the... these guys crisscross applesauce. Fine. All right. Lee's going to rally some guys here. So, 30K in a battle in 1861 is significant. 70,000 across the battlefield in 1861 is definitely significant. You would have seen an army like that in the East, like you're seeing now, at a place like Bull Run. But you wouldn't have seen it in the West yet, right? Here we come with the rest of the army on this side. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, we're sending skirmishers back bit by bit, looks like. With the Yankees getting a little bit of the upper hand over here near the objective. Let's go through our... Okay. Donaldson low on ammo. Okay, Donaldson already low on ammo. That's not great. Hood is falling. Yep. Okay. How is Donaldson already out low on ammo over here? Here he is. 20. Okay, they've got 27 rounds still, so that works. Let's go ahead and lay these boys down. And these boys can lay down and fire from up here in the woods. Donaldson's brigade is going to hang tough up here on the ridge. As Withers makes his way to the rear. That's a lost resilience route. He took heavy losses up here in an advance to try to block Yankee artillery fire. Let's send some skirmishers out from early as Magruder tries to come over and rally his troops on this flank. The AI, they did a number on us over here, boys. Sheesh. Yes, B is on his way. B is on his way. Here he comes. Great shots coming too. Breckenridge probably could rest them. D.R. Jones. Let's go ahead and he's still, I think, D.R. Jones is trying to make his brigade's way to where I assigned them, like, 2 or 3 hours ago in the game. All right, Wilcox. They've got 8 bullets left per man. Let's get them in here. That's the other part. That's the other part with those Mississippi rifles. They run out of ammo, and then you don't have your Mississippi rifles anymore. So now, if we go into nighttime and have a day 2 right here, I'm gonna say I'll be surprised. I guess we'll probably deploy out for another day of battle? Question mark. We're going to have to do something about this. Oh, good thing SD Lee got here. Fantastic. We got these 2 Federal brigades to worry about. We got 3 or 4 more that are down here. I don't imagine... Or, I mean, I got to think that they'll start moving here. It's still only 6:20 p.m. That's where they could score a pretty big victory for themselves, is over here. Let's bring Hood's Colt revolving rifles into play, maybe, and just have him in line here. And to say Hood, that's just Hood's men. They're devastated, of course. The loss of their commander. Early's brigade doing good here. We got cannons firing down on that flank. Fine. We were talking earlier. I didn't get a chance to talk more about it, but the whole conversation about, boy, I wish there was multiplayer. Man, I'll tell you, wouldn't that be something, right? Golly. It's just, they're a small team. They're a small team, and I don't know that much about it, but what I understand, and here's Gracia, we want B. Where is B? Here. B is going to come through here with some skirmishers out ahead. Oh, as I was going to say is that, as I understand it, building a single-player game is hard enough. Building a multiplayer game is a lot more added on, basically. All right, now we've got Greg. They're coming back. He's coming back, rather. Armstrong wounded, and they're done for. My little cavalry detachments are really getting themselves in trouble. Gladden disrupted and exhausted. Trapier with his Springfield muskets is still looking pretty good. I'd say we could bring him up. Hopefully. Let's have these guys send some skirmishers out again. Same here. And let's have... Yeah, these boys are moving up. Okay, we'll have a new assault here heading into the evening time into the woods right here near Grigsby's farm. Boy, oh boy. I did not really expect for the Yanks to be able to hold this out for as long as they have in this one, boys. Gotta be honest. If I do get another chance to deploy, gotta be mindful that they're likely gonna get more area than I expect that they're gonna get near the objective here. That is, unless I can bring a lot of troops to bear. Okay, here come D.H. Hill, B. Jr., and then Cooper drives straight into the middle. And we'll have now McCulloch's troops engaged over here. Obviously, we've got some pretty worn troops with Lee and Ewell. Not too bad. It'll be really interesting to see where our armies sit after this. I think that Beauregard will be red, most likely. That or right on the cusp between orange and red, because his divisions have been pretty torn up. Now we're holding good. Let's get some skirmishers out here. And let's lay down with the rest of the brigade. Stephen D. Lee hanging right there. Let's have these boys lay down. All right, Lomax is back. Let's go ahead and put him behind Jubal Early. And we'll kind of shore things up. Okay, here they go. They're coming right at our low ammo unit here. stand up. Oh, we were already stood up. We were just waiting for our skirmishers to get out of the way. Okay. All right, so these skirmishers need to close in on these boys here. And this line needs to swing down if it can. Hopefully we'll be taking some canister here. I'll tell you what. Let's have these skirmishers come over here. Come over here. And then we'll have the line swing down right here. Charge move to it. Let's go. Double time. Try to use some tactics. This is where they're going to try to break us on this end over here. Early, we can't let it happen, boys. We can't let... We broke them right here. Good. Early's going to come forward. Go, go, go. Holy smokes. You know, I've played War of Rights. I played War of Rights here on the channel. I did 1 or 2 times, and it in the public servers, it's just not the same. I don't know. It's just kind of it's pretty hokey, and not a really good role-playing kind of experience like I guess I would say, in War of Rights. I would join one of the regiments or whatever, but I believe that would be like joining kind of a social club that you're expected to kind of commit to a little bit. And again, the amount of time that I have to devote to the hobby of actually playing a video game, like at this point, I'm almost at the space where I'm working on back-end stuff, storage and editing of video gaming content as much or more as I'm actually gaming. So it's just like, there's just no time. But what I see a lot of the guys doing War of Rights do is pretty cool looking, I will say that. Ooh, nasty artillery shots here. We need to go ahead and advance here. Looks like our skirmishers will push on this side. We need the SD Lee Brigade to get a little bit of a move on. Let's get Hood's cavalry in there too. Why not? Charge move. His Colt revolvers with 60 rounds. I think they should be able to do some damage. Here's Donaldson. 13 rounds. Hit him, boys. Yes, I think we might have broken that unit that's up front. They've got 2 more brigades to try to send at us. Early's advancing and firing over here. Down the ridge, these boys, they're trying to make it up. Oh, these Yankees are struggling up the hillside. You got men dropping like flies, and men running for their mamas. Oh, this was probably a doomed attack from the outset, but the Yanks, the AI knew, I think, that they were going to have to go for it. That's going to be a nice little bit of extra casualty for the lists. There we go. Maxie Gregg's brigade is back. Let's bring them out kind of where they wanted to be before. Go ahead. We're staying, we're going to just kind of chill and we'll hit Stevenson real hard over here. We'll bog him down in massive fire. Let's go ahead and hit him. Okay, wait. No. Halt. Okay, this I think might be a good time. Let's go ahead and skirmishers go. Okay, this is one where I could give an example of what I mean. No, stop. Okay, skirmishers go forward. Charge move there, go. Run. Very good. Okay, the brigade down here stopped. I think. Almost. Not quite. Here comes order from McCulloch, I guess. He's got to write the order and send it. You got the courier coming right here. But we do have the skirmishers out front, right? So the skirmishers can cover the advance and keep this portion of the brigade from suffering heavy casualties as they close distance. And see, they don't have their skirmishers out to push back against ours. So we should be able to get everybody real good and close Skirmishers are going to run off. All right, while they reload, we'll be charged moving forward. Bingo. Fire. We're going to have to sort ourselves out a little bit. Those skirmishers took some pretty heavy losses, it looks like. We're going to charge move all the way in. And we're going to take a lot of losses, contrary to what I was trying to show you. Because our skirmishers got lit up and they retreated. What we got to hope for is that we can get up there and open fire before they do. Ouch! Ouch, 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 ouch. There we go. All right, we're up close with some Springfield muskets, and they'll be able to do some pretty good damage from there. We'll see how we do. Okay, that'll be a nasty little slugfest. Let's go ahead, Stevenson. Let's really hit him with our skirmishers here. Let's have Hill come up and hit him. Try to go tandem with D.H. Hill's brigade over there. Late night attack. Late afternoon, evening attack. These two brigades are going to go toe-to-toe. Boom, 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 boom. Got to knock Stevenson out of here, by God. Do we have cover? Yeah, we do. Taking heavy casualties, but we've got cover on this in this field on the other side of the road. Fantastic, boys. Fantastic. Let's lay these guys down. And open up with these boys. D.H. Hill, come on, man. Get into it. Oof. Artillery fire going off overhead. These guys, Coke, going to continue standing their ground, by God. Or deliver heavy casualties. Oh, what a legendary fight we've got right next to the farmhouse. One field on one side of the road, another on the other side, with two brigades that are just firing back and forth across the road as the sun goes down in the background. This is crazy stuff, man. I love it. D.H. Hill's boys are just watching in awe as Coke's brigade in a brave attack tries to push Stevenson off all on his own. Okay, we're continuing to bottle them up down here. It's looking pretty good. Artillery wailing away still. Fantastic, gentlemen. Just don't want to push. I don't want to get a whole bunch more of my guys killed. We're looking at a minor victory right now. Moving toward a major victory pretty rapidly. All right, stand up then. Stand up, open fire. Pretty please, come forward. Thank you, thank you. D.H. Hill, please follow your skirmishers forward, will you? All right, his division commander is... Oh, he's direct under Beauregard. That's why we're having trouble. So there's an instance where you'd like to have this set up different, where there's an actual division commander up here. All right, Reynolds is going to have to come in here likely and relieve Coke's brigade, which continues to just fight this nasty muzzle-to-muzzle slugfest with Stevenson's brigade. I think we're going to have to pull them back. Stevenson won't budge over here, by God. He's going to get some accolades after this, I believe. Here goes Coke. He's going to pull back. Going to be taking casualties while pulling back. But it's a smart move for him. Hopefully he doesn't rout. Skirmishers on the flank over here near the farmhouse. Keep them in check. Rest of these troops. Let's go ahead and skirmishers up here. All right, boys. You better believe it is nearly 2000 hours, but it's time for B. It's time for B Jr. to make his attack. He's got Enfields. All right. Is he under McCulloch? That he is. McCulloch's going to come over here. Did not really affect their morale much at all with that attack, I will say. That is unfortunate. Coke is going to pull back all the way through the woods. once we are able to do that with him. Okay, how about these boys lay down? And we open up with D.H. Hill behind them. Stevenson's going to be hard-pressed from this side now. All right. Advance. Oh, they won't do that. Okay. Coke, back in the woods. Let's continue falling back. I think that they have really held their composure in a really crazy, deadly slugfest. I'm impressed with Coke's brigade. I really am. I think that's. I think that may be Walton's old brigade, like I was talking about before. But he's taking heavy casualties now. They're going to start falling back again. Good. Stevenson pulling back. You got some Yankee brigades that look like they're coming back into the action here. Stevenson doesn't like this position anymore, so we've got them pulling back, we're pulling back as the sun goes down. And B entering into the fray on this side. B's attack underway. And he'll be fighting against primarily Crittenden's brigade. Yee yee! Yee yee! Here comes B, and then we'll have Cooper's brigade. Back him up. Go. Charge move in there. Go. Ah, dang it. Cock, coke, broke. Damn it. Okay, how are these guns looking? Alright, let's start firing up that way. Let's start trying to hit those guys. Let's start trying to hit those guys. Let's try to get the guns in the action with what time we have left, gentlemen. Nasty fight. Nasty battle. Be aggressive! Yes! That's a good one. Be aggressive! Barnard, be aggressive! Very good. Look at him, man. He came up close, too. He's got his Enfields up in the faces of these Yankees right here. Oof. He got cover. They've got cover, though, too. This is another crazy slugfest on this side, by God. Crittenden's brigade and B's brigade locked in a deadly line battle. Oof. We don't seem to be putting too many of them down. Okay, we do have some skirmishers out on the flank. Here comes Cooper's brigade. The attack on Grigsby's Woods continues. We're making slow progress with it. Get up here, come on. Double quick. Cooper comes up, and we're going to try to drive on the other side of the farmhouse to 3-on-1, 2-on-1. Crittenden's brigade here, while B. Jr. Barnard and his boys continue hammering away from down the slope. Yes, sir. They're going to change facing a little bit. They know they got trouble. Okay, we got another Yankee brigade involved. Who we got there? Portions of... I can't see. Scribner. Oof. Get them, boys. Get your cohesion back. Open up. Push them back. Let's go. Okay, I think we're about to wrap this up. Ah, early broke over here. That's a lost resilience route, too. Dang it. Gonna have to bring Lomax back. Here you see S.D. Lee is pretty much all we got over here, except now he's broke. Oh, they still have 2 brigades. We still have 2 brigades on this side. And Hawes is back. Sheesh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Donaldson remains. He's low on ammo. We got to pull him back. Him and Lomax are going to be all we've got. Okay, Magruder. Urgh. I wonder if the Yankees are going to try to stick this one out, man. Greg, come on and take the victory location at least. All right, how's B doing over here? Ooh, not so hot, doesn't look like. No, he's dead! He's dead! We got him killed, indeed! No! All right, B dies and Cooper's brigade falls back. Or no, okay, I guess we'll let them go. B is dead, though. It happened. It happened for real. Holy smokes. Oh, Robert E. Lee's army is still doing pretty good. We're going to push out and try to take the objective before the end of the day. I think we have until 2100 hours. SD Lee. He's not on a lost resilience route, so that's the good news. He is going all the way back here. Here they come. I would bet you $1 million. Can we get some more skirmishers out? Yes, please. Lomax, same thing. All right, we need to come forward with Lomax right here. Yep. No, this was this is a little RP. This is a little RP. This is what I like to do. These attacks were probably pretty ill-advised in general, I would say. And uphill, in the woods, not the best idea. But, like I say, I like to RP. I know how things really went, and I know how generals would get the danda up, and they would make these mistakes, and they would get their men killed, you know. It's the way it would go. Plus, we had to get B in the action like we were talking about, right? Had to do it. Had to do it. So, after this full day's battle, we'll have a little bit of a review to do here. God dang. And like I expected, this stream is being taken up almost entirely by this here conflagration. These guys have got to be about out of ammo over here. Here we go. Okay, artillery. I feel like maybe it's time to let our artillery do some work over here, but maybe I'm crazy. Lee keeps ordering. Here, I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. This is what's going to change. This is what needs to change. Okay, screen. Screen. McCulloch. Screen. Okay. Magruder. Screen. Everybody's screening. And yeah, this is a bloody one. Yeah, if none of the commanders died, it wouldn't be. We've had though. So Hood's dead. Jackson wounded. Now B dead, as he would have been. Here we go. Don't know why he's sending them over here and having them face the wrong way. Don't love that. Not sure what's going on there. But I think we're going to call this a night. Here, yeah, Cooper broke. Coke is broke. B is broke. And KIA. So, we used up a bunch of the army there. Unfortunate. Yeah, this is if this ends up being a victory, I would say we call it very likely somewhat of a Pyrrhic victory. Oh, shoot. No, I didn't want to do that. I brought back some guys off of this gun. Dang it. Oh, and you get into evening time. You hear the battlefield kind of start to die down a little bit. What are the Yankees going to do now? They're holding out over here near the objective, but we're about to take it. I wonder if that pushes us over the edge. Okay, we took it. Oh my gosh, only a minor victory, but now we're on the defensive. Oh, I wonder how this is going to play. I think we need to get somebody. Say like Reynolds needs to come to like here so that we can maintain a deployment zone that covers this whole area. Is what I'm thinking. A Pyrrhic victory. Yeah. I think we're going to hit end of day. I really do. And I do think that we're going to have to concede maybe some space around here to the Yanks. We shall see. I will check the casualties as we get into the nighttime, yeah. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, there may be a decision about whether or not we go ahead and retreat. We've obviously thrashed these two forces, and they will be in the red. It's just that if we pull out of here, we will also be in the red, and we'll kind of be starting from scratch a little bit on the campaign map in terms of being ahead of them. What we had done for ourselves is they were ahead of us in manpower, but we were ahead of them in readiness, which is almost kind of more important. But this is going to, I think, kind of equal the playing field when it comes to that again. Troops resupplied. Okay, so we will get this entire area to deploy. We'll still have some troops, okay? Let's go ahead and go to deployment. Ooh, we can't retreat, is what it seems like to me. Look at this. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess that's what we got to live with. And what do we got? Now they're calling it a minor defeat. All right, so let's look at the strength report. And here you have a real toe-to-toe thing here. My goodness. Here's the deal, though. I don't know why they're calling it a minor defeat. We own the objective, and their casualty rate is much closer to 1/3 than ours is, and they have lost almost all their guns versus us, which we still have quite a few. They have killed more troops than me. This is a costly one for the Confederacy. There's no lie about that. Didn't anticipate it being quite like this. I can't sit here and say I'm ready to pull back yet. I don't know. I'd throw it to the chat. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? We fight another... We deploy for another day's battle here. I'm not sure how much more ammo we got overnight. I maybe need to run around the battlefield, check for that. I need to check for perks. And we're going to redeploy, I guess. Woo! What do you guys think? What do you guys think we should do here? I'll just kind of start fiddling around with the troops and redeploying them while you guys hash it over. But let's get Magruder. What I would say is that this whole thing out here is over with. I don't care. Magruder pulls back. boop, with whatever he's got left. Frost, he's back. I would say maybe we make a little salient up here. Hard to say for sure. Like we could take artillery and we could pack the woods with it. These Napoleons. Randolph's guns. Here, let's take Ewell. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go like that. Let's get the brigade here. Cooper, B, or Coke rather. Field. These skirmishers, who do they belong to? Not sure. All right, so we've got guys that are kind of laid out here. Good. So what we're still likely going to have to attack over here. They're not going to be able to deploy any closer to us over here than right here, basically. So they'll still be on our flank, and we'll still have to worry, I guess, about them. But I would say maybe Lee pulls back. Maybe Lee pulls back into this area here. It's an idea anyway. These cavalry is here. Ewell in a line formation is here. Ready to pounce on that. Magruder takes a new position in the center of the line. McCulloch continues fighting here. Beauregard keeps his headquarters at Red Hill Farm, I think. Frost, I think he just ends up being a reserve force for us, kind of right over this way. And then McCulloch's troops. Let's just have these boys kind of playing defense around Stone Bridge. And maybe Frost is stacked up more like this. Right here like that. Longstreet's guns kind of more over here. He's been pretty inactive. Maybe we do a deal like this. Maybe we put together kind of like a big, huge grand battery in the woods. Would that even work? Right back here. I'm just not sure. I think that may be a little risky, really. I don't think we should do that. We may just be in positions down the slope here, is what this may be. And we may be attacking up at them. I mean, right now we control the objective, but not sure we're going to be able to keep control of it. Here's B, KIA. Yeah, we're going to put him here. Let's have Hampton. Let's have him be here. Let's get McCulloch here. His division's pretty roughed up. Early is in trouble. Trapier's fine. Lee is in trouble. Reynolds fresh. Grayshot fresh. Hampton fresh. D.H. Hill. Yeah, he's kind of a reserve unit, but he's fresh. So these three brigades here, let's get Beauregard up closer. Let's get him right here. So you got McCulloch with Reynolds detached, most likely. 3 brigades right here. You got Ewell, who is doing fine. Boom, boom, boom. Armstrong's Cav. I'd say we put them out this way. Frost comes more like that. I think we kind of set it up a little more like that. You think switch Frost to Magruder? That's not a bad idea. Let's see here. Say like this and like this. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. Here you can see them already redeploying. And what we end up with maybe is a little meeting battle. So here, let's have Lee just go ahead and take this position. We're going to put him on a screen like we had him. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to be defending officially. Let's get skirmishers out to start with. Oh, that's right. These guys, I think they're on some guns. Dirk Gerner. All right. So if they're going to give us this, if they're backing up, let's get some skirmishers out right here if we can. Here. Okay, those guys I think are on some guns. So I would say with Ewell and with these troops here, these are going to be kind of like a distraction. But Ewell out here needs to follow through, and then we'll have Trapier and SD Lee that can come through here and do something. And then maybe after Frost gets his boys rested up, we can come through here. Donaldson gets some more Mississippi rifle ammo. Good deal. Looks like we're pretty full of ammo over here. All right, now, before we jump into the action once again, we need to check for perks, right? So let's come across the field here. You boys, no. 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 All the way. No, sir. Not today. I don't know if from day to day they get perks, by the way. Okay. Is that. No perks that I see. And then I would say that once we hit play, there's going to be a number of these brigades that show as being in decent order that will immediately go, and change up. Okay, so I think that's the way we're going to deploy, except let's take Longstreet's guns here and let's plop them over here with Lee. That'll be nice. Nice little touch. All right, Ewell is going to get an order to attack. And then I'm going to manage an attack down here myself, most likely. Oh, I tell you what, no. Ewell get an order to defend. Okay? We don't need to attack. Or let's do the screen thing. Okay? And Frost will be on defend. Magruder will start on screen. We'll keep him there. That way, if he decides he's going to push some troops in, he can. And that's fine. Yeah, so a grand battery would be fantastic. I'll tell you what. I could do one. This is actually not a terrible idea here. I think I could do one over here. So these boys are detached with Pendleton from Lee, right? Yeah, okay. So his 12-pound Napoleons here. Let's do a grand battery. Let's do it. I love this idea. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. 24-pound howitzers. Okay, we're going to detach them. And they're going to come to here. Rather, here. Okay. We're going to have to obviously protect this thing. So that is going to be part of the deal here. Detach here. Okay, sorry, I lost my mic there for a second. When we go quiet on the headset for a while, it bleeps out. Okay, then the 10-pound parrots, absolutely, over here. Then these 12-pound howitzers, for sure. They can hit something from there. And Uji right here with his 24-pound howitzers can probably hit stuff from here. Yep. Okay, fantastic. Let's go ahead and get skirmishers out everywhere that we can. Did we already? Tough to tell. 6-pound field guns are here. This battery can go here. And at 7:15 a.m., we'll be beginning the next day's fight. They've got 25% casualties already. We'll see what they decide to do on this side. Hawes. Yep, he's dismounted in the center right here. Might have to shift that way. We'll see. But I would say this is the setup, gentlemen. Again, trying to protect the Warrenton Turnpike back to our supply connection. That's, RPing again a little bit there, right? We've got 3.1 of entrenchments. You better believe. You better believe. We're going to go like this right here. Bonk. Right there. And we're going to pick Jones, and we're going to put him in it. We're going to pick Breckenridge, do the same. And then, I'll tell you what. Yeah, Wilcox out on the flank. That way we've got a nice position looking right at the objective. Okay. Now we take Magruder and we adjust just a tad. Right in here like that. Boom. That way he can react here. And maybe we'll have a little trap for him here. We shall see. The Battle of Alexandria entering day 2, gentlemen. I think we will be ready to roll. Okay, boys. I'm pushing plate. Bingo. Grand Battery opens up right off the bat. The combat begins with D.H. Hill's skirmishers that were left out here, or Trapiers, rather. And you can see we've got broken brigades in spots. B Jr., okay, they're headed off the field. Early is trying to rally. That's fine with me. We're going to let this battery, this grand battery that we wheeled up over here in the orchard near the Grigsby farm, just do what it do, baby. Again, I'd say I'm going to use these skirmishers to put a little pressure on right here. Who we got? Catterson's brigade. Stevenson is back. Sweeney's back. Is B going to Beauregard? No, he's going off the map. All right, looks like they didn't really move much here. All right, how are we looking? All right, we're back over on the side of a major victory, and I do believe we should be able to put a bow on this bad boy. Ammo's looking good with our cannon again. So here we were able to get artillery ammo up, right, from our supply connection. Fantastic. Perfecto. I'll keep it in real time, kind of a slow burn, let it kind of wind down into the final stage here. I'm going to go ahead and leave it up. I've got a little more refill to do right here. I might switch drinks. I got a little baño trip to make. I'm going to leave it up here. Hopefully I don't miss anything too big. I'll be right back, gentlemen. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. It's Alternate History Gaming with me, your man with a thumb, Bank 60s. We'll be right back. All right. What'd I miss? Aha! They're running. They're running, boys. They have gone so crazy, they're running towards us. This Grand Battery over here seems to have scared the wits out of them. Old P.G.T. Beauregard had one last trick up his sleeve today, gentlemen. And we have sent these Yankees into a state. How glorious. Well, a general advance will now be ordered into the enemy. Everybody that can. Grace shot, charge him. Reynolds, charge him. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe this was a mistake. Charge him. A general advance by Ewell's troops. Charge him. They're not all broken up here, but just about. Let's have these skirmishers come after him. Yeah, where's Jeb when you need him? That's just it, ain't it? Jeez. Yep, there they go. There they go, gentlemen. And they'll be headed back across the Potomac after really fun, I think, cool little representative little Civil War battle. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, man. I know I did. Holy smokes. God, that was a lot of fun. When that comes up on the VOD, I expect that to be pretty popular. All right, enemies retreating. God, what you wouldn't do to have Jeb. Yeah, you're right about that. Golly. Let's go ahead and bring Field in to charge him down. Armstrong's broken. Hawes, why don't you guys mount up? And why don't you guys try charging him down? And we'll go 2 times and see what we can do here. They're going to head off. Push that Yankee army off of here. Whew. Just about got hoodwinked. Thank goodness for keeping Frost in reserve like we did back here. The flankers were gonna get outflanked. Very well likely would have. Off we go, boys. Go get them. Go get them. Go. Oh, that's okay. They're busted. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. Go get them. Continue going to get them. Come on now and go get them. Yeah. Yep, very happy about this result, gentlemen. Very happy about this result. But a bloody one, okay? There's no doubt about how that thing went down. 1 full day of straight bloody murder in 1861. This is the second time that we have gone over the 10,000 total casualty mark in the East. Our very first battle was small skirmish relative to what we've seen in the last 3. Boom, near Fredericksburg. Boom, near Winchester. And now boom here. This one, this time, despite, I think, a sound strategy, this one, this time, did not go like I expected. I thought we would have another result like we did in the last 2 big ones out here in the East. But as it turns out, just wasn't quite like we thought it would be, and we will be licking our wounds on the Confederate side almost as much as the Yanks. You can see how many infantrymen they lost. Okay, now why this number is 7,000 and these numbers don't add up, I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing that's captured troops. But you can see we lost a lot of infantrymen right here. Holy moly. Holy moly. Let me tell you, gentlemen, what a good time. What a good stinking time, huh? How you like that here in Grand Tactician and Alternate History Gaming? Again, I'm Bank60s, your humble and gracious player host here as always. I wanted to get through that battle. I didn't know how long it would be. Turns out, it took up just about the whole stream. We've got plenty to do when we return. I want you guys all who are live stream fans to remember kind of what transpired during the battle. I want you to encourage all your friends to jump into the VOD when it posts and, of course, the live as it goes in tonight and show them how we do it here and how much fun it is with the role play and some of those kind of little flavor attacks that we did to try to help immerse ourselves in a little Civil War battle experience here in Grand Tactician. Thank you guys so much once again for tuning in tonight. I'm going to leave you with that. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, if you're watching on the mobile app, to hype the streams, the videos, the VODs. When the VOD hits, take 5 more minutes of your time to watch a little bit of that and hit the comment section below to learn more, or of course to contribute more to the community and to the algorithm, which seems to have found us now. Guys, thank you again once more. I appreciate you.